Hi, this is GK signing in. Welcome to GK Trainings, where we can gain knowledge. In this video, I will explain Python fundamentals. Assume that you have installed this Anaconda and VS Code in your system. Okay, so first search for the Anaconda prompt here. Okay, then it will open up a terminal. In this terminal, are you seeing this space? So this is the default virtual environment automatically created whenever you are installing the Anaconda in your system. Okay, fine. So I want to know what is the version of Python installed in my system is. We have to execute this command Python hyphen capital V. So it will show 3.13 version. Okay, and there is another way is there Python hyphen version also. You can get the same result. Okay, this is how you can know the version of Python installed in your system. Try to search to open the VS Code also. Okay, VS Code Studio. Okay, fine. So it will open up the VS Code editor. Okay, here we have to install two extensions. One is here observe extensions. Here we have to install Python extension. One is Python extension. In my case, it is already it is installed. So it is from Microsoft itself. Okay, this is one extension you have to install. Next one is Jupyter extension we have to install. This is also from Microsoft itself. So these two extensions should be enabled in your what is this one VS Code. I will be using Jupyter Notebook for explaining the Python concepts and to run Python code. And if whenever required, I will provide documentation also. Okay, all this stuff I will make use for this one. I will make use of this Jupyter Notebook itself. Okay, what is the advantage of this Jupyter Notebook is here we can write code, we can execute the code, we can write comments, we can insert images also. Okay, fine. So first, let me talk about this Python introduction. Just this is regular stuff is there. Okay, who is the creator of this Python? Means Udo von Rossum, and what is the release date is 20 February 1991. Okay, naming on what basis he has given the name is there is a famous British comedy series is there, Monty Python Flying Circus. From that, he has taken this name Python. Okay, and Python features. Okay, before explain this Python feature, just I will explain the Python feature. Just okay, fine. So now I will explain. First, let me explain about this Python features. Okay, so it is simple and easy to learn. Okay, it is simple and easy to learn. Okay, and it is open source and free to use. Open source and free to use means there is no license cost for this usage of this Python. Okay, so it is a interpreted language. Interpreted language. What is the meaning of interpreted language? Means line by line execution will be happen. Line by line execution will be happen. Next one is it is a dynamically typed language. Dynamically typed language means no need of declaring data type while initializing the variable. Okay, so there is no need of declaring data types. Okay, so how the data types will be decided means based on the value at runtime. Okay, PVM will decide the data type. Okay, that's we can call this one as a dynamically typed language. Okay, it is having rich support of libraries. So by this, Python got popularity. Okay, fine. It is write once and run on any mission, means on any OS. Okay, without any modification, we can run this program on any OS. It can be Mac or Windows or Linux, whatever the OS will be, we can run without any single modification. Okay, and it is a high level programming language. High level programming language means high level means nothing but it is human understandable format. Understandable. So everything I have mentioned in the document itself, just I will show that one. See, observe here. So easy to learn, open source, interpreted language, dynamically type. So these are the normal stuff you can get from the internet. Okay. So this is for your information. I am including this one in the notebook itself. Okay. Applications of Python. So we can use this Python in web development area and data science area and artificial intelligence, machine learning, automation, and scientific and numeric computations and IoT. Like okay, so many areas are there. Okay, fine. So now, whenever we are learning any programming language, first there is a hello world type of program will be there. You know that one. So first we are going to print hello world on the console. Okay, here I will do the same thing, but not hello world. I will use different thing. Here, this is my first program. So here, print all power is within you. This is my first program. Okay, fine. So before running this program, first you have to select this Python kernel here. So here you have base environment is there. So we have to select that one. After that one, just try to run this one. Run this cell. Means here you can run this cell. Okay, observe. So what is showing? All power is within you is printed on the console itself. Okay, clear. This is the first program. So a single line will print the information on the console. Fine. Is it clear? Fine. Now I will explain one thing here. Interpreter and Python virtual machine. What is interpreter means? It is the program that reads the Python code. Okay, it will read your source code means that is Python file and it will process it to check the syntax error. Whether it is having syntax errors or not, it will check and it will combine it to bytecodes. Okay, after that one, it will execute the bytecodes. So there are so many interpreters are there. So by default, C Python is the interpreter we are using. So it is written in the C programming language. Okay. Another interpreters are PyPy is there. Next one is we have Jython is there, which is run on JVM is Java Virtual Machine. Next Iron Python is there. It will run on the .NET platform. Okay. And what is the Python Virtual Machine is? This Python Virtual Machine is there nothing but it is a runtime engine which actually executes your Python bytecode. Okay, fine. So I want to know what is the implementation we are using. Means this is the code statement. Okay, what is this import? We will see these things. We can get clarity on this. What is import? What this is everything. So just this is the code to know what is the implementation we are using. Imports is and this one. Okay, fine. You are going to get C observe. So here this C Python is the interpreter we are using at present. Okay, fine. So before going into deep, so first we let me clarify one thing that is about variables. Okay, fine. So here variable means is nothing but a placeholder to store the values, means actual values. Okay, the placeholder to store actual values. Okay, fine. So here is example. Suppose I can say 1 second. Yeah, fine. Okay, now say example here I am giving like this. Say a equal to some 10 here. Okay, here a is the variable and is the actual value here. Okay, fine. Now, for this one, we have to follow some rules. For naming the variables, we have to follow some rules. What are the rules is, so it can be alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means it can be alphabets as well as numbers. Alphabets plus numbers. Okay, it can be alphanumeric. It should not starts with number. So it should not starts with the numbers. Okay, fine. It can start with alphabet or a special character underscore. Only one special character is allowed in the naming of the variable. That is only underscore. Okay, and there should not be Python reserved codes. Python reserved codes. Okay, so how to know the Python reserved codes is, we can make use of some help of, I can make use of keywords. If you execute this code, this you are going to get the Python reserved codes or keywords you are going to get. Okay, so I have explained all these things here in this document: variables, the rules, okay, allowed characters. Okay, so if we violate any one of these rules, we are going to get syntax error. Whenever we are going to get syntax error means you are not following the rules of the Python. That's it. Okay, this is straightforward. So now observe here, help keywords. Now here it is showing these things. So these are the Python keywords or reserved codes. Okay, we cannot use this one as our variable names at any point of time. Okay, now observe here, two name. I am providing two name. Here the variable name starts with a digit. So here we are violating the rules. Whenever we are violating rules, this type of error we are going to get means syntax error. Observe, if I run this one means I am going to get the syntax error. Okay, and for is there. So for is here, observe here, for is a Python keyword. So if I am using this one as a variable name, here also I am going to get the same error, syntax error. Okay, so syntax error means you are violating the rules of Python. So now I will give some other name equal to, I can say KRISHNA Krishna. Now it will take that one. Why? Because here it is starting with alphabet. Okay, fine. Now I will explain the execution modes of Python here. Okay, there are two execution modes are there. Okay, execution modes. So one is interactive mode. Interactive mode is there. Next one is script mode. We can say script mode or batch mode. Batch mode here. Okay. So how we are using this interactive mode means, just in the terminal, just type Python. It will use you the Python shell. Okay. This is nothing but interactive mode. Okay. Script mode is, we can combine all commands in one single file. Okay, and we will execute that one by using Python file name .py file. This is script mode, batch mode. So interactive mode, I will explain interactive mode here. Observe. So this is your Anaconda. This is your Anaconda prompt, right? Okay. Now I will say Python enter. Are you seeing this three greater than symbols? This is nothing but it is a Python shell. This shell we can call one type of shell. What is the type of shell? Means REPL type of shell. What is REPL means? R means read, E means eval, P means print, and L means loop here. Read, eval, print, loop means first it will read the expression whatever we are giving on the console. After that one it will evaluate, and after that one it will print. Loop means it will wait for again for the input from the user. Okay, see here, observe. I will say print all power is within you. Okay, so this is the command I have written on the console. Now if I print enter means it will print the information on the console and it will be waiting for the input again, means REPL shell. Okay, this is the default Python shell. Okay, now if you are installing Anaconda means you are going to get one Python shell, that is IPython. So observe here, it is some customized version of the Python shell. Here observe, all power is within you here. Okay, it will print the line numbers also. It is very handy and it is very more readable, this IPython. Okay, this is interactive mode of execution of the Python. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so I will show how to run the Python in batch mode or script mode. Okay, fine. I have included all these things in the notebook itself. Okay, just go through that one. You can get an idea on this one. Okay, fine. So now frequently I am using three functions. What this means? Three functions. One is print function I will use. Next one is ID. Next type. Okay, ID print. So what is the purpose of this print means? To display information on the console. Okay, ID means to get the address location, where exactly the variable or object is present in the memory location. Okay, type means to get the data type of the object. Okay, fine. So observe here, print to display content on the console. ID means to get address location. Type means to know the data type of the object. Okay. So why I am using Jupyter Notebook means there are a lot of advantages on there. I can write code here. I can print the output and I can write the text. Okay, visualizations. Okay, fine. So now observe here. This is the code cell. So this is the code cell. It is nothing but this code cell is nothing but we can call this code cell as Python shell. Okay, it is a Python shell. This code shell is nothing but it is a Python shell. Okay, now if you want to write comments means we have to start with hash. Whenever we are seeing hash by the PVM means it understands that it is a command. So it does not do anything about this one. This is for our understanding purpose only. Okay, so this is actual execution happens here. I have 3 lines of code up there, but among these 3 lines of code, only the last one is going to be executed by the Python virtual machine. Okay, fine. Observe here. So here, this is the thing. Okay, so this is the documentation. So I can write the documentation here. This is the program demonstrate the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, I have written the code here and I can see the output also. So if you want, I can insert images also like this. Okay, so this is very handy to use Jupyter Notebook. But in production, we are not using Jupyter Notebook. This is for experimentation purpose only. So once you are writing the code, after writing the code, we can convert this code into modular. Means we can convert into functions or classes, whatever things are there. We can convert that one into according to our requirements. So this is a code statement to draw a pie graph here. So here observe, if I run this program is we are going to get some beautiful pie graph here. Okay, these are the libraries. So What is this one is? These are the libraries already installed in your system. Because we have installed Anaconda, from Anaconda we are going to get lot of libraries also pre-installed. So this part we can see later in the functions concept. Okay, I will explain in detail about these libraries. What are the libraries, what are the packages, what are the modules, everything I will explain one by one. There is nothing to hurry. Okay, just learn from the basics. So if you are strong in the basics, means you can explore anything easily on your own. That is immutable. Okay, mutable thing. So now what I will do here is, so I will take one list here. So how we are going to represent list is with the help of square brackets. Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3. So these are the elements are there. So after some point of time, I want to add one element to the list here. So here I am going to add 4 to the list. Here, once it is created, I can modify the content. Even though I am modifying the content, the identity will not be changed. Means the address location of this ID will be same. Okay. So now I will show with an example here. So here I have numbers are there. This is a list. Address location of the numbers. How I can get that one is with the help of ID function, and the content also I am getting like this. Okay. If I want to add any element to a list, means we can make use of append method. So we have in detailed discussion about this list concept. Just I am showing about this one. What is mutability and immutability? For that one, I have taken this example here. So by append method, I can add. So here, what happens previously? I have 3 elements are there. Now 4th element is added. Even though I have added 4th element, the address location cannot be changed here. Observe. See here. Here the address location is same before modification and after adding the element also. This is mutable and immutable thing. Is it clear? Fine. Now I will explain in detail about these fundamental data types. We have integer is there, float is there, what this one, bool is there, complex is there, and string object is there. Okay. So inside integer we have 4 forms of it. 4 forms of it. What are the 4 forms is? One is decimal form, second one is binary form, third one is octal form, fourth one is hexadecimal form. Okay, decimal form, this is the default notation. Binary form. So default notation, what are the allowed digits here? Okay, 0 to 9 are the allowed digits in decimal form. Binary form, how we are going to represent binary form is, it should start with 0 small b or 0 capital B, and allowed digits are, binary is 2 only, 0 and 1 only. Okay, for octal, how it is going to start is 0 small o or 0 capital O. What are the allowed digits? Octal means 8. 8 digits means 0 to 7. Okay. Hexadecimal. How we are going to represent hexadecimal means it should start with 0 small x or 0 capital X. Okay. Allowed digits means here 0 to 9 and from A to F. Small a or capital A, we can make use of that one, and small f or capital F. Small a means 10, B means 11, so on up to 15. Okay, I have mentioned all these things in this document itself. Okay, fine. Even though we are representing binary, octal, hexadecimal number, always it will be printed in decimal form only. Okay, fine. Observe. Here I have one variable is there, f1 equal to 0b1010. I have given 0b1010. So now I want to find the data type. How we are going to find the data type is by using type function of n1 and the value. So here I am printing the value, but how it is there? It is there in the binary form. Even though it is in binary form, while printing it will be in the decimal form, is equivalent decimal number of this value. Okay, observe. So equivalent decimal number means this is the thing. How it is going to calculate? Any idea? It is a high school maths only. So 1010, it is in the decimal form. Okay. So here we can make use of 2 power 0. This is 2 power 1. This is 2 square, and this is 2 cube here. 2 power 0 means 1, 2 power 1, 2, 2 square 4, 2 cube means 8. So first it will, what is this one? Multiply all these things. 8 into 1, 8, plus 4 into 0, 0, plus 2 into 1, 2, plus 1 into 0, 0. So total 10. This is the equivalent decimal number for this one. Clear this one? So here observe, 0 means it is a octal representation. Even though it is octal representation, while printing it will give the value in the decimal form. Clear? And OX. Okay. Now what is the equivalent value for this one? So A2 I am providing this one in the hexadecimal form. Hexadecimal means here 16 power 0 and 16 power 1 here. 16 power 0 means 1 here, and 16 power 1 means 16. A means here it is 10. Okay, 16 into 10, 160, plus 2 into 1, 2 means total we are going to get 162. The equivalent decimal number for this, what is this one? 0x-A2 means 160. Okay, here observe, you are going to get 160. Fine. So these are the 4 forms. Okay, I can convert one form to other form. Means there are some base conversion functions are there. One is bin, oct, and hex is there. What this bin will do means it will convert other base to binary form. Okay, fine, observe here. So now A is there, A equal to 10, it is in the decimal form. Okay, I want to convert into binary form, means I can make use of bin of A, means it will be converted into binary form. So now binary form, how it will be starts with means 0B. So now if I execute this one means it will start with 0B and it will give the number. Clear this one? Okay, now octal. I want to convert it to octal. This decimal number into octal means how octal number is going to start 0O. Observe here 0O12 here. Hexadecimal means 0x, it starts with 0x. Is it clear? This one, integers. Okay, fine. Now coming to float. Float means it is for real numbers. Okay, it can also represent numbers in scientific notation by E form or directly with decimals. Okay, observe F1 equal to 12.345. This is direct representation of the float number. Okay, so if I am printing this one, I am going to get 12.345 and the data type will be float here. So I can make use of scientific notation also here. E means here what E means here, observe here E of 4. I am giving like this means 1 into instead of E 10 and power 4 means here we are going to get 10,000. Float means dot 0, it is going to be printed. That's it. Observe. Is it clear? Okay, and complex number. Generally, complex number, how you are going to represent a complex number means A plus BJ form. Here we have to use J. In school studies, we are using I, but in Python programming, we are using J letter. Okay, here what is this? A means it is a real part. Okay, and B means it is a imaginary part. Imaginary part. Okay, so here I am using some variable equal to something like that. Okay, so to get the real part means BAR dot REAL. By using this one, you are going to get the real part. If you want to get the imaginary part means variable dot IMAZ. By this, we are going to get imaginary part. Okay, fine. So this A can be integer as well as float. Here B also it can be integer as float. Okay, but in case of integer we have four forms are there. What are the four forms? One is decimal form, next one is binary form, next one is octal form, next one is hexadecimal form. Okay, we can make use of all these forms in the real part. But for imaginary part, in case of integer, we can make use of only decimal form. It is only allowed. Remaining things are not allowed. Okay, fine. So I will show that one. So here C equal to 2 plus 3.5j. Now from this I want to get real part means this is the variable. C is my variable. Okay, C dot real. We are going to get real part value, and C dot imaginary means we are going to get imaginary value here 3.5. Okay. Now I will show this one here. C1 equal to 0B1010 plus 5.5j. It is a valid one here. Why? Because here I can make use of any one of the integer form. Either it can be decimal, binary, octal, or hexadecimal. Okay, fine, it is allowed. But in case of this one, observe here, C2 equal to 3 plus 0B10j, it is not allowed. Observe. Invalid binary retrieval. Syntax error means we are violating the rules of the Python. So whenever we are violating the rules, we are going to get syntax error. That's the story about complex number. So coming to bool. Bool means if you want to represent truth values or logical values, okay, we can make use of bool thing. Okay, inside bool we have two values are there. One is true and second one is false. Okay, so T caps and F also caps here. Okay, these are the two. So whenever we are using this bool data type in the or this one arithmetic expressions, true will be considered as 1, false is considered as 0 here. Okay, now observe A equal to true. I want to know the data type of A means here observe. So here observe the data type of A is bool here. Now I am printing here. This is multiplication operator. So we will explain this one in detail in next coming session. I will explain operator concepts. Okay, fine. True is a boolean value and 20 is integer. So whenever we are using this bool data type inside this arithmetic expressions, true will be treated as 1. So now what is the value of this one means 1 into 20, we are going to get 20 here. That's it. Okay, fine. Now coming to str. So there is no character data type in Python. Okay, all are in this Python we have only string data type is there. Okay, how we are going to reference string object means either single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. Okay, so inside this one, if you have one character is there means it is treated as string object only, not a character data type. Okay, so this notation, triple quote notation, we are using for the docstring purpose. What is this docstring? This part we will see in functions concept. Okay, in that time I will explain this docstring. Okay, observe here. So if you want to represent multiple lines of string means we can make use of this three triple quotes. Okay, so MSC all power is within use. How it is represented is with the help of triple quotes. Okay, now I am going to print the message as well as data type of that MSC. So observe here the data type will be HTR. Okay, generally for single line comment means we are using hash. Multi-line comments we can make use of this one, but this is not the exact thing. So there is no multi-line comments in Python, but sometimes we can make use of this triple quote notation as a multi-line comments without assigning this one to any variable. Fine. So we have seen base conversion functions. Similarly, we have type conversion functions also there. Okay, what it will do here is it will convert one form to other form. Suppose I will take integer of x. It can be float, it can be complex, x can be a complex, x can be a boolean, x can be a string object. Okay, so if I want to convert float to integer means we can make use of this one. Int of float means 3.5. What it will do here is it will truncate this decimal portion, not a rounding. It will truncate the decimal portion and it will give this whole number only. Okay, observe here int 25.6. Here it will truncate the 0.6 value and it will give only 25. Okay, so for complex to integer it is not possible to convert complex to integer form. If you are trying to convert that one means you are going to get error. Observe here, what is the other? Int of must be a string. So it is, we cannot convert complex thing to integer. It is not possible. Int of true. True means internally it is treated as 1 here. So here we are going to get 1 here. Okay, int of string. So here there is one exception is there. We can convert string to integer, but the string should be in the base 10 form only. Then only we can convert the string to integer form. So string, how we can say that it is string means here we are using double quotes. Okay, inside this double quotes we have one number is there. What is that number? 125. It is in the base 10 form. So we can convert this one into integer. Now coming to this one, inside string I have 2.5 means it is a float number. So we cannot convert this one to integer. Okay, observe. Invalid literal for int with base 10 means if you want to convert string to integer means compulsory the string should be in the base 10 form. Okay, observe. Int of 10. 10 means it is a string object. Okay, fine, observe. It is not able to convert. Clear. Similarly, float. So float 25 means it will append dot 0 for this integer number. Okay. So again, complex to float, it is not possible to convert complex to float. Okay. So float of false. False means 0. 0.0. And here float. So to convert string to float means the string should be either in the base 10 form or it should be in the float form. Both the things is valid here. So here this is in the base 10 form. Okay, and now it is in the float form. You can able to convert. And here it is not in the float form. So that is the why you are not able to convert this one into float. Coming to complex. Complex means we have two numbers are there, two parts are there. One is real part, second one is imaginary part. So there are two possible ways are there. One, we can make use of x. If you are giving only one value means that is considered as a real part. So complex of 2 here means complex number. How we are going to represent a complex number? A plus bj form. Here if you are giving only one number means it will take that one as a real number. So here 2 will be taken as a real number. 2 will be taken as will be taken as a real number. So what will be the final output is 2 plus 0j. Observe. Okay, and complex 2.5 also here 2.5 plus 0j. Complex of true means 1 plus 0j. Complex of this one. Okay, so now here string is in the this form, base 10 form. Okay, 12 plus 0j. Okay, fine. So if I are giving two numbers, means first one is taken as real number, second one is as a imaginary number. Okay, 1 plus 0, 2.5, 6. Okay, fine. Here 0 and plus 1j. 1j. So 0 plus 1j or 1j both are same. Okay, fine. Now here, whenever we are giving first argument as string for the complex function, it is not allowed to take the second value. If you are giving like this means you are going to get error. Observe here. Complex can't take second or if first is a string. So if first is a string means it is not considered the second argument. Clear this one. Now coming to complex of this one. 1.25 means 1.25 plus 0j. That's it. Now coming to bool here. So here bool. So generally what are the bool values we have? We have true or false. These are the things are there. Okay. Now coming to numbers. Numbers. What are the numbers? Numerical numbers we have? Integer is there. Next float is there, right? Okay. Fine. So any number 0 or 0.0 is considered as false here. Okay, and non-zero number, non-zero means it is considered as true here. Okay, so coming to string, empty string is considered as false and non-empty string is considered as true here. Okay, fine. Now coming to this one, I have given this information in the notebook itself. Just go through this one. You can easily, it is just self-explanatory, nothing to worry. So it is very easy to understand this thing. Okay, now bool of 10. So 10 is non-zero value, means we are going to get true here. Okay, here 0.0. 0.0 means it is a false. Okay, now coming to this one, complex number. Complex number means we have two parts are there. One is real part and imaginary part. If both are 0, then only it is written 0. Otherwise, it will return true here. Suppose here I can say BOL, bool of 0.0 plus 0j. In this case, I am going to get false here. Okay. Now super. Super means it is a non-empty string. So we can get true here. Okay. Fine. So to convert any data type to string object is very easy. So we can convert integer to string. So integer. This is integer. So what it will do here is it will enclose single quotes around the data. That's it. Okay. So here I am converting into string is observe 10 in the string form. 2.45. It is in the string form itself. And 2.2 plus 4.5j. This is a complex number. Okay. Here we are going to get this one. String true means this true will be in the string notation. Observe. Clear this one. These are the fundamental data types. Okay. We have one function is there, that is range data type also is there. Okay. So range. Okay. Range. So what the purpose of this range function is? To represent sequence of integers. Sequence of integers. We can make use of this range function. So what is the syntax of range means? RANGE, range of start, stop and step value. Okay. Here start. So what is the values it will consider is from start to stop minus 1 with increment or decrement of step here. Step can be either positive value or negative value. Okay. So if you are mentioning only range of some 10, means this 10 will be considered as a end value, a stop value. Stop value. What is the range for this one means? So here we have not mentioned the start here means by default start will be 0. Start will be 0 and from 0 to 10 minus 1 means 9 values it is going to consider. Okay. So here these are the syntax for this one. So range means it represents a sequence of only integer values, not float numbers. It is only for the integers value. Okay. Start, the starting integer of the sequence. If you are not mentioned start means by default it will consider from 0 itself. Stop means before stop value it is considered. Okay. Step means this increment value, either it is increment or decrement. If you are giving positive value means increment, it is negative value means it is decrement. Okay. So these are the forms. So to represent this one, I can make use of this for loop. So we will discuss in detail about this for loop. Just for understanding purpose, I am giving the code statement for I in range. Here I have not mentioned. I have mentioned only one value. 5 means it will be taken only the 5 will be considered as a stop value. So the range will be here 0 to 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 means 4. Up to 4 it is going to print. Observe here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. Now here I am mentioning start value as 5, end value as 10. So what is the range here? 5 to 10 minus 1 means that is up to 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 value is going to print here. Okay. Now here I am mentioning 3 values: start value and stop value and step value. So here what for the start value? 10 to end value 20 minus 1. 20 minus 1 means up to 19 with 2 increment. Means first 10, for 10 it will add 12, next 14, next 16, next 18. Up to 18 is going to print here. Similarly, I am giving this one minus 2 here. So starting with 40, so what it will do from 40, so from 40 to 20 minus 1 means up to 19. So it is decremented 40, 38 and so on up to what is this one? Up to 19, 18. Okay, fine. Up to 22 here. Why it is giving 22? Okay, fine. So 20. Yeah, up to that is the thing here. Up to 22, it is going to print here. Is it clear? This one. So we have another data type is there. What is the data type here is another thing is there. 1 second. Let me none is also there. Okay, none. Okay. What is the purpose of none means? It is nothing but null value or options of any value. It is having its own data type as none. None type. Okay, fine. So here observe a special constant represent options of value or null value. The data type will be none type and it is singleton. So this is exactly one instance of none in Python runtime. Okay, fine. Observe here. A equal to none. Print the value of A, and I want to print the data type also means by using type function I can make use of this one. Is it clear? None type. So observe here. I have A equal to none and B also none. It is a singleton. Means the same address location will be shared by these both variables here. So if I am going to print the address location of A and B with the help of ID function, I am able to get the same result. Observe. Is it clear this one? None. Next, collections. How you can identify collection means if multiple elements are combined together with the help of, or this one, square brackets means it is a list. If you are representing with parenthesis means it is a tuple, and here list means we can make use of square brackets. Square brackets. Next, tuple means parenthesis. Next, set or dictionary means we can represent with curly brackets. Okay, these are the information regarding this Python fundamentals. I will share all the documents. I will create a separate document for each video. So I will share all this document in the GitHub. I will share the link in the description also. Okay. So in next session, we will see what are the types of operators in Python. Okay. This is the Python fundamentals. I think you can understand these things easily. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe to GK Trainings and keep learning. Okay. This is GK signing off. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.